Hello and welcome back to Socks and Sandals, and today we will be opening the most expensive Xbox 360 game, at least at the time of recording this video. And when I say most expensive Xbox 360 game, I mean just a base game. It's not a collector's edition, it's not sealed, it's not some limited edition that, was only given away at E3 2006. It's a game that just happens to be the most expensive on the Xbox 360. But I also have several other packages, some from GameStop, one from Amazon, and then one from AmiAmi. So I figure I can open up all of those as sort of a, appetizer to the most expensive game on Xbox 360. So let's just get into it. We'll start with the least exciting. I'm gathering. And so these are from GameStop, and unless GameStop has figured out how to change matter, these are loose. So fairly certain I know which game one of these is, or well, what game is going to be loose. I know one of them. At least I can assume that I know one of them. But yeah, let's just open them. I'm not, too happy that they're loose, but if one of these games is what I think it is, it matters not. So, oh man. Okay, so this one here is Mortal Kombat, the Complete Edition. This was the most expensive game I bought out of this lot. That's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. GameStop was doing a sale where the more pre-owned games you got, the bigger the discount. I think it went up to 30%. So I think I ended up buying 7 games, which I don't have all of them here. I think the rest of it said to be delivered on Tuesday. I may add that to like the end of the video or whatever, but yeah, that kind of sucks, but I don't know. I could look for a case or just print the artwork for this. I've got plenty of just spare 360 cases. So okay, so this one here, it's kind of crazy that it's the Xbox One, Xbox 360 version, but it's the first Lego Batman. I have the Lego Batman Pure double pack case. It only has Pure in it. So I could just add this to that. I mean, it's probably not going to show up on camera, but it is not a clean disc. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. It's got some pretty decent scratches through the, license check part of the disc. So that is something. It's also got some sort of glue substance, just drops of glue on it. I don't know, it may work. I'm not the biggest fan of Lego, but if I'm going for a full collection of Xbox 360, I would at least like all of my games to work. It is backwards compatible on the Xbox One Series X, and as I've stated before, all that the Series X has to do is read the license, and it'll just download it off the marketplace. But, well, actually, it's not even a scratch. It's more glue stuff. What the hell? So this may still work. It's a Lego game, so it's obviously a kid's game, but it also doesn't help that I just keep spitting on it. But there was some sort of sticky, syrupy thing all over it. But yeah, this was a kid's game, so I'm sure they I don't know, laid it on the floor and then stood over it drinking a Dr. Pepper or something. So, but yeah, I'm not very confident that any of these are going to be complete. I would be happy with just artwork, but out of all of them that weren't complete, this one I don't really care because, like I said, I have the pure box, so I'll just throw that in it. I don't think the case I have that's got the pure disc in it is a double disc case, but I might be able to cobble something together. Next one, a lot of these came from Grapevine, which is like the, I think it's the like first GameStop. It's, I think the corporate office is in Grapevine, but that means nothing because I think these two came from Grapevine. Yeah, that one was Grapevine. So lovely that the corporate headquarters of GameStop is just sending you a loose disc. Not even in like a case. It's just in the fucking paper sleeve. This one is sealed. Hold on. This might be a game I had pre-ordered. Oh, this is Sorrows. I was like, what the fuck? Sealed? Yeah, this is Sorrows. I'd forgotten that this had shipped. I am looking forward to playing Sorrows. I think I would like to stream it because I loved Returnal. So this is like a spiritual successor to Returnal. So I am quite looking forward to playing this. And with like PlayStation games, I don't care about completing, but I will go for all of the trophies in this because I went for all the trophies in Returnal. I have a video on it. So I would like to stream this as well as make a trophy hunt tours on it. But I'm not as opposed to just randomly starting a PlayStation game because I'm not worried about my PlayStation completion percentage. So when it comes to Xbox, I'm a little more apprehensive to just start up a new game, which I have tons that have come out recently. Just because I don't want to tank my completion percentage any further. I made an exception for Resident Evil Requiem because it's Resident Evil Requiem. But until I have a goal set to get to 60% by the end of the year completion percentage. I'm sitting at like 49.69 right now. And once I finish Ninja Gaiden 2, which I'm on chapter 9, my least favorite chapter of the game, but that leaves only 6 chapters to go. So once I finish Ninja Gaiden 2, I do intend to start a new series on the channel of, you know, like everybody's doing, more like backlog stuff. But I'll talk about that more once that comes around. But moving on, I just have a feeling this is a fake GameStop case. You know, it doesn't have the curves of the actual 360 case. You know, the bevels. I think this is like the black retro case, just like a fake like DVD case. Well, not fake. It's just a generic DVD case. Surprisingly, Sorrows won't be the only PS5 game I have. You know, it might be at least a 360 case. It's kind of smooth. It's not that like matte, so it is a 360 case, but it is fucking loose. God damn it! It's a Tales of Vesperia. I mean, I know exactly what I'm getting into when I buy pre-owned stuff off of GameStop. It's not a like official 360 case because the inside is not smooth, but it is at least a 360 case. God damn it. Way back when before the channel got deleted, I actually had a playthrough of Tales of Vesperia during what I called anime. Throughout the entire month of May, I would play a different like anime kind of themed game. Like each week would be a new game, and Tales of Vesperia was one of them, but I didn't enjoy it. So I've since sold my copy, but now that I'm like going for a full set, I had to buy it again. And I think this was, I don't know, like $4.99, which a lot of these were. They were really cheap. The like I said, the most expensive one was Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, and I think it was like $12. So I guess it's not too bad. But Tales of Vesperia isn't an expensive game anyways. So I'll probably, I don't know, either look for an actual copy of this because it's not uncommon, or I don't know, see if I can find just a like an empty case for that. But this is the last GameStop package for now. So if it is one of the pre-owned games I bought, it would be nice if it at least had artwork, because that's fucking. At least Sorrows came sealed. I've frequently bought new games from GameStop, and it's come opened, even though I've had it pre-ordered months in advance. They've given me an open copy with that stupid ass sticky fucking sticker on it. Like, bitch, I pre-ordered this like last year. The fuck? Again, it does feel like an actual 360 case. Okay. I mean, the one game that came complete is fucking NHL Legacy Edition, which is actually a pretty, I think it's the last hockey game that came out on 360. So it's the most expensive. You can't see it because they covered it up with, like, I don't know, a pallet sticker. I paid $7.99 for it, and I think it like goes for like 15, 20 maybe. So not a bad deal there. So I mean, I guess if any of them are going to be complete, the expensive sports game is nice to have complete. And it doesn't look like it's ever even been played. It had like some sort of like dust or something on it, but it didn't have any scratches or fingerprints or anything, so that's cool. But yeah, so those were the GameStop games. We got one brand new game. So Mortal Kombat Complete Edition is the version of Mortal Kombat, I think 2009, and it comes with all of the extra DLC characters. Goodness gracious, I see just the normal Mortal Kombat all the time, but I hardly ever see the Complete Edition. So I went for that. We got Lego Batman, the Xbox One, Xbox 360 version, Tales of Vesperia, and NHL Legacy Edition. I think I have all of the Legacy games now, because I have both FIFA 18 and FIFA 19. I've got the NHL, and I don't think Madden or NBA had a Legacy version, but because the NBA is 2K, but yeah, so those were all of the GameStop games. So next up, we'll do the Amazon package, which I've only had one thing from Amazon. I don't really like using Amazon, but when this game got announced, Amazon was the only one that had like pre-orders available immediately. I don't know if y'all just got a glimpse of it, but it's Pragmata, the dad simulator. I am looking forward to playing this, but again, it's a new game, and I don't want to start it right now. But it will get played eventually, and I will be going for all of the achievements in it. I love seeing that Capcom is doing so well right now. Resident Evil Requiem came out and was the fastest selling Resident Evil game. And then shortly after that, Pragmata came out, a new IP from Capcom, and it did extremely well. I love seeing that. So cheers to Capcom. I hope they can keep this gravy train a moving But yeah, Pragmata. Looking forward to eventually playing that, one of these days. Get a sip of my coffee before it gets cold. All right. So I've only got 2 games left. We're going to do the big one. You can see the box here. This is from Ami Ami. It is a collector's edition. I actually pre-ordered this January last year. It didn't get released until, I don't know, like May, and then I didn't get this. Like, the game didn't come out until May, but this special edition didn't get released until, like, February this year. So it took a whole year for the game to actually come out, and then because it came from overseas, it's from Japan, it took another 3 months, and I just got this, like, sometime last week. So not like limited run. It didn't keep getting delayed or whatever. It's just because it's an import that it took so long. It's got to go through customs and ride on a boat across the fucking Pacific. So let me scoot back off the mic so we're not rubbing a fucking cardboard box against it. So anytime you order something from Ami Ami, you'll get one of these little, like, posters. It looks like this one was for Valentine's Day. I have a shelf in my anime room that I've, like, decorated one side of it with all of those. So when I show the game, you're going to be like, what the hell? Why did you import that? So it's Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta, or Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. But this is like a special Ami Ami edition of the game. So we got the game sealed on PS5. It came with this little card holder keychain. And the whole reason I pre-ordered this, because I don't think I've played very much of the Metal Gear series. I played a little bit of, like, 2 on the HD collection, but other than that, I have no experience with it. But I saw this on Ami Ami and was like, that's pretty cool. I'll pre-order it. I don't know if I'll ever play this version of Snake Eater, since it's probably going to be in Japanese, but we'll see. I guess let me not go too far down and damage the item. So the Ami Ami version of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater came with a skateboard deck. And I was like, out of all of the things, I mean, I guess the was it Metal Gear Solid 3 that had the like skateboarding mini game? Like, you can skate around on, what was it, Shadow Moses? And it was in the Tony Hawk's engine. So I guess that's the reason it had a deck, but that's like a pretty deep cut. But I thought that was freaking sick, so I pre-ordered it. Yeah, and down here at the bottom, it has the Ami Ami logo and then Konami. So I will be hanging this up. I have a few skateboards in my living room. I don't know if y'all have ever seen them in the background of videos, but yeah, I will be hanging that up in there. That's pretty cool. It's like Christmas. All right, the piece de resistance. I guess I'll talk about, everything once I get it open, but I am hoping, like, the images, I bought this off of eBay. Obviously I bought it off the internet since it came in a package. I have never seen this game in the wild. Like, I would love to have found this in the wild, but I guess the deal on eBay was too good to pass up, so I sent them an offer they accepted, and I am now the owner of this. I guess people who are in the know of 360 and know what the most expensive game is will probably know what this is. The most expensive Xbox 360 game at the time of recording this is F1 2013. So the reason this game is so expensive is this game came out after F1 2014. And it came out in a limited supply in North America. This game is a dime a dozen in Europe, but in North America it came out in a limited supply. So it, begs a high selling price. I paid $210 shipped. The guy had it listed at, I want to say, $220, and I offered him $190, and he took the offer, and then with shipping and handling it ended up coming out to $210. This came from Canada, so another international, but it does have slight water damage. The cover art has rippling, but case is a little cracked, but again, I have plenty of replacement cases. It does have the manual. No damage to the manual. But the main thing, what does the disc look like? A little dirty. What I've learned, it does have a crack in the spindle, and I don't think that was mentioned in the post. It should still play. I've had okay success in getting games with a cracked spindle to play, as long as it doesn't go through the center there, because that's where the game does read the license. There's a little ring that's got a barcode on it, and I think that's the game license. But what I've learned with games that typically have water damaged artwork or yellowing due to being in a smoking household is that, let me just drop it on the floor. Literally the most expensive game I own. Let's just throw it on the floor. But they will frequently have disc rot. It doesn't look like it does have disc rot. It now has cat hair on it though, because I dropped it on the floor. But I'm sure it will play. From what I've heard or read online, the European versions of this game, PAL, are region free, so you could buy them and play them on a North American console. I don't know for that to be 100% true. That's just what I've read online. And I had the gold edition of this game, the PAL version, in my wish list. But I saw this come up. I had, the $200 of expendable income at the time to go for it, so I just went for it. I just bought it. In my collecting of 360, trying to go for the full 360 set, I'm trying to get all of these expensive games first. That way, towards the end, when I've got, a few hundred left or, down to double digits, I'm not saving all of these really expensive ones for last, and they've since just absolutely shot through the roof. Again, I would prefer to find them in the wild. But, like I said, I had the money at the time. It was there, so I just went for it. Because I've seen this, be posted on eBay for $180, just, and then make an offer is available. And I've not done it and missed that. And because of that, I've now had to pay more. So I just went ahead and did it. I guess that's FOMO. But, yeah, that was these pickups. Like I said, when the other GameStop stuff gets delivered, I might just add it on to the end of the video. It is actually the same day that I filmed the other part. The original delivery date for the remainder of my GameStop order was supposed to be Tuesday. I got a text earlier today saying it was going to be delivered today, and sure enough, it was delivered today. I don't know if this is everything. This is the box that was delivered. Let me not show my address, which I will probably have to look back at the footage and make sure I do not do that. I'm fairly certain I did, however, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, so let's just crack this open. What I was going to say is I don't know if the rest of the order is in this. I don't know if this is just a few of the games, or there should be 4 games remaining that I ordered, but I don't know if this is going to have all of it or what, but we'll just see. Again, this came from Grapevine, so flagship store and all that. Also, it turns out I already had the first Lego Batman. I thought I only had the pure double pack, but only had pure. Well, I completely forgot that I had bought a copy of Lego Batman separately. It was either a Facebook Marketplace get, or I found it at the game store. I'm fairly certain it was Facebook Marketplace, though, like a bundle. It's a movie trading company. Movie Gallery, I think. Were they the ones that did Game Vault? Eventually we'll get into this box, but FedEx loves to stick this, FedEx loves to stick the packing slip little, sticky thing just on the top where you gotta cut it open. What the hell is this? Sign into OneDrive. Sign into my ass. Leave me alone. Okay, so the 4 games are on this packing slip, so yeah, this is the rest of my GameStop order. Now let's see. Alright, first game. Okay, it was backwards, but we got All Pro Football 2K9. I'm going to try and close the box so I don't accidentally peek. But we got artwork. There is a manual. Groovy. And the disc looks like it's never been played. I think I paid... It actually doesn't have a sticker on it. It's got a sticker on the back, but it doesn't have the... an actual price tag. I think this was... It was either $4.99 or $7.99. And I've seen this again. This is one that, when I've previously seen it, it was $20. I provided misinformation for NHL Legacy Edition, saying that was a $20 game. When I scanned it into my CLZ app, it rang up as $11, which I still got a pretty good deal on, like $4 off, because I think I paid $7.99 for that one as well. So, not too bad. NHL Legacy Edition I see fairly often, but you know, with the stackable thing, it was a nice thing to add to it just to get the discounts. Though, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Though, with realizing that I absolutely wasted money buying Lego Batman, I could have got a different game for $4.99 or something that I actually needed. And this is the part I hate about going for a full set, especially with games I don't care about. Like, all the Lego games or sports games, I just don't care enough to really remember that I have that game. I have a pretty decent memory. And it actually upsets me when I forget that I have a game and I buy it again and duplicate it. Like, I cannot stand that. Before I started going for a full set, I would often criticize other game collectors when they forget what games they have in their game collection. At that point, you've got too many and you should stop, is what I would say. And I'm one of those people now. So I absolutely hate it. Especially when to get, the 30% off deal, I could have got something else that I did actually need. But needless to say, this one actually feels complete as well. What is that? Ooh. So Colin McRae's Dirt. So I needed the first Dirt and Dirt Showdown, and I've got all of the Dirt games for 360. I recently, probably a few weeks ago, bought Dirt 3 at a GameStop, and they had it priced as $4.99, which is the price of the first Dirt. That one, Dirt 3, actually does sell for a bit more, so that one was actually a pretty good deal. This one has been played more. It is scratched, but I don't think it's scratched enough to not play. None of the scratches are too deep. But yeah, so this one was $4.99. I do remember that because it's the price I paid for Dirt 3. And whatever store these came from or warehouse or whatever, they're pretty decent. Like, it has the artwork. It's got the manual. At least these first two I've grabbed out. And then it doesn't have a price sticker on the front of it. So that's, pretty good. When I saw Grapevine, I was actually kind of worried that it would be, empty sleeves again. All right, so two more. I mean, I know what these games are, and I'm fairly certain one of them, there's like it's 100% going to be complete because it's one of those dime a dozen Xbox 360 games. Watch me put my foot absolutely, completely in my mouth. Nope, it's Gears of War Judgment. So this was the last Gears game I needed. I am not a Gears fan. All of the Gears games I have are in my purgatory area, which is either all of my duplicates that I bought to boost achievements or all of the games that I don't care about, i.e. Gears, sports games, games that can't even be played anymore like World of Tanks or The Crew, stuff like that. I have a shelf in my anime room that I call the Purgatory shelf where, again, it's just either duplicates or games that I don't care about, and all of the Gears games are in there because I am just not a Gears fan. I know. Being a 360 guy, how can I not be? But it's just not for me. I tried playing the Gears, not Reloaded. It was the one that came with Rare Replay on the Xbox One. I tried playing that, and I just wasn't into it. Okay, well, with this box so far, I think we've kind of come out net positive. We got NHL Legacy Edition. We got Lego Batman. I had a case for it, but turns out I already had the game, so that one just kind of canceled itself out. And then it was Mortal Kombat Complete Edition and Tales of Vesperia, which after filming that first part of the video, I did go on eBay and buy a case and manual for the Complete Edition of Mortal Kombat, and then went on Mercari and got a case and manual for Tales of Vesperia. So far we're pretty good. With having to buy the case and manual for Tales, I am spending more than the market value of the game, but I mean, I probably could have just sold the copy I have and bought it at any game store. I'm sure if I go into Game Exchange now, I'll find a copy of it, but I figured whatever, just go ahead and buy the case for it. And yep, so every single one of the games are complete. Generator Rex, which this one, I'm actually surprised is complete. Out of all of the games I bought, I fully expected this one to be loose because it is a game made for kids. Um, the same with like Lego Batman. I expected that one to be loose as well, but again, I had a case for it. But yeah, I think we came out positive on this. All 4 of these games in this box were complete. I think All Pro Football. Oh, this is 2K8. This ain't even. Is there a 2K9 version of this? I could swear it was 9. I might just be misremembering that. But I think that one's a good one. Actually, all of these, except for Gears Judgment, like again, like I said, just couldn't care less. But all these here are actually pretty decent pickups. Dirt, because I am a racing fan. All Pro Football, just because it's one that I don't see a lot. And if I'm not mistaken, I got it cheaper than it goes for, and then Generator Rex as well. I think I got a pretty good deal on that one too. But that's it. Those are the pickups that I got around the time of buying F1 2013. I have yet to test that, so I am not even sure if it actually works. Could have been just absolutely scammed on it. But if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I don't do pickups videos fairly often anymore. I used to do them like, every like 2 weeks or whatever. It just wasn't, I don't expect this one to get a lot of views, but yeah, I do have a few videos on the channel if these are the type of videos you're into, collection videos as well as, pickups or what have you. There is a playlist, but I mostly do achievement hunting content, getting all of the achievements in games, game cleanup, a few trophy hunting videos. Like I said, I want to do Saros, but if those are the type of videos you're into, consider subscribing. And then if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. It helps push the video to other like-minded viewers, and it helps me grow more of an audience and following on YouTube. Other than that, leave a comment down below if you've played any of these games, if any of these games excite you. Are you going for a full 360 set? If not, are there any... What games do you like to collect for? Leave those all in the comments down below. Even if you want to tell me I'm ugly and can't read good, you can leave that in the comments down below. It's engagement, and that appeases the algorithm. So, but other than that, check back next time for whatever I do. Bye-bye.